In outer space, two alien ships are fighting with lasers. One ship opens a wormhole and escapes just in time. It comes out near Earth, hits a satellite, and starts falling apart. Inside, an alien hunter jumps into an escape pod and shoots himself out before the ship crashes. Meanwhile, in a Mexican jungle, sniper Quinn McKenna is watching cartel members. Right when he takes his first shot, the Predator ship crashes nearby and throws Quinn to the ground. He wakes up and goes to check the crash site. There, he finds some Predator armor, like a helmet and wrist device. His teammate Dupree suddenly shows up. He gives Quinn a bag so he can hide the alien gear. Quinn tries on the Predator wrist device, but then he and Dupree hear a noise. They look up and see one of their teammates hanging upside down, dead. The Predator appears. It moves fast, turns invisible, and dodges every bullet. It shoots back and kills Dupree in seconds. When Quinn gets closer, the Predator wrist device activates by itself and fires a shot that knocks the Predator out and cuts the hanging body in half. Blood pours everywhere, making the Predator visible again. Quinn grabs the gear and runs away. On his way out, a small metal ball falls out of the wrist device and Quinn picks it up too. A little later, a government team led by Traeger arrives. They already seem to know what predators are. They take the unconscious Predator and all the alien tech they can find. Next morning, Quinn reaches a small town. Since the alien gear is deadly, he decides to parcel it to his son as evidence. He tells the bartender to mail these items, but the bartender refuses. So Quinn uses the ball to become invincible and scares the bartender into doing it, and he swallows the ball just in case he needs it. Meanwhile, Quinn's son Rory is a smart boy with autism. He's home when he received the item sent by his father. At a park, government agents grab scientist Dr. Casey. They show her photos of the Predator and the crashed pod. They tell her these aliens have visited Earth many times, and now they're showing up even more. That evening, Rory's mom asks him to go trick-or-treating, but he refuses because the bullies will recognize him. He goes to the basement instead and opens the package. Inside is the Predator gear. The wrist device turns on and Rory starts playing with it like a computer. Quinn, meanwhile, gets captured by the government and placed in a mental checkup room. Traeger watches him and Quinn quickly realizes they want to keep everything secret. After the test, they put Quinn on a bus with other prisoners. These guys act weird and don't believe him when he says he saw an alien. Dr. Casey arrives at Traeger's secret facility. She's shocked to see many alien items and even more shocked when she discovers they have a predator sedated in a lab. Traeger explains they call them predators because they love hunting. He also tells her that this predator has human DNA in its body and they want to know how. On the road, the bus carrying Quinn suddenly gets a message telling it to return to the base. At the same time, another predator ship arrives through a wormhole above Earth. This ship sends two alien dogs and a bigger predator to Earth. This new predator is tracking the signal from the wrist device Rory is using. Back at the lab, the predator that was sedated suddenly wakes up. The scientists panic and try to hold it down, but it breaks free and starts killing everyone in the room. Casey grabs a tranquilizer gun from a dead guard, picks up an alien sample, and runs. She reaches a door, but it won't open until she goes through a decontamination shower. So she quickly steps inside, gets sprayed, and waits for the door to unlock. The Predator looks around the facility, searching for its missing mask and wrist device. It sees Casey in the shower area, but ignores her, since she isn't a threat and the door behind her is already open. It grabs a Predator helmet from a table, activates it, and sees a signal point straight to Rory. Soldiers try to stop it, but the Predator kills each one easily and escapes the building. Outside the bus, Quinn is on stops, and the prisoners sees alien jumping from building rooftop. The prisoners finally believe Quinn was speaking truth, and they decide to escape. They start a fake fight, making the guards enter the bus, then jump them, grab their weapons, and throw them out. At the same time, Casey runs out of the facility and chases the Predator. The Predator now sees the second alien ship fly over with two jets chasing it and starts moving toward that direction. Casey jumps from a rooftop onto the moving bus to shoot the Predator, but she accidentally shoots her own foot. Quinn tries to shoot too, but the Predator destroys one of the bus's tires, making it stop. The prisoners quickly look for another ride. Casey is almost shot by guards, but Quinn's group finds some bikes and picks her up in time before escaping. Not far away, the other bigger Predator lands and sends its two alien dogs out to hunt. Quinn and the other soldiers hide in a motel room and wait for Casey to wake up. When she opens her eyes, she panics, grabs a shotgun, and thinks they kidnapped her. Quinn quickly calms her down and explains that Traeger's men tried to kill her because she stole the alien sample. Casey agrees to help them and explains what she learned at the lab. This makes Quinn realize that the Predator is coming for Rory because the wrist device is with him. Meanwhile, Rory is at home checking out the Predator helmet. When he puts it on, it projects a video showing how predators upgrade their bodies by adding DNA from different species. Excited, Rory decides to go trick-or-treating using the Predator gear as his costume. When Quinn and the team reach his house, Rory is already gone. Quinn tells Emily, his ex-wife, everything. She gives him a gun and tells him to bring their son back safely. Some of the soldiers don't want to go, but after hearing how skilled Quinn is, they all agree to help. Meanwhile, Rory is out trick-or-treating. Sadly, he's recognized by the two bullies who always pick on him. They start making fun of him again. Rory ignores them and knocks on a house door, but the owner steps out and also mocks him before throwing something at him. This activates the Predator helmet. It fires a blast without Rory meaning to. The blast kills the man instantly and blows up his house. All the kids scream and run away. Quinn and Casey see the explosion from far away and drive toward it. Rory panics, drops the helmet, and runs to hide in a baseball field. But suddenly, the two alien hounds show up. Before they can attack, Quinn arrives and hits them with his car. The rest of the team shows up too. Casey takes Rory to safety while the soldiers shoot at the alien hounds. One hound chases Quinn through the field, but Quinn manages to throw a few grenades into its mouth and it explodes. The other hound gets shot to death by the team. Casey begins collecting some samples from the dead hound, but then the Predator suddenly appears from the shadows. It grabs one of Quinn's teammate by the throat and threatens to kill him if they don't drop their guns. The team drops their weapons, but Quinn quickly reacts and shoots the Predator, forcing it to release nettles. Everyone runs and hides inside Rory's school. The Predator walks in after them. Quinn knows the Predator wants the wrist device, so he takes the mini computer from Rory and hides with it. The Predator finds them and grabs Quinn by the neck. Quinn hands the device over. Before anything else can happen, the Predator is suddenly pulled out the window. The bigger Predator has arrived. The team runs away while the two aliens fight. The bigger Predator wins easily, smashing the smaller one into a car and ripping out its skull and spine. Police sirens approach, so the bigger Predator looks at the humans' names on the wrist device and tries to find McKenna, thinking that's the one he's looking for. Then it turns invisible and disappears. Quinn calls Emily to tell her what's happening, but government agents are already watching her. She put her phone in water so they can't track Quinn. Meanwhile, Traeger and his men reach the smaller Predator's body. Traeger realizes the bigger Predator was hunting this one because it stole something important. And to find that stolen item, they need Rory. Quinn and his team hide inside a barn. Casey checks the alien sample and confirms something scary. Predators are upgrading themselves with DNA from different species to become stronger and smarter. Suddenly, they hear strange noises. The second alien hound, the one that survived the grenades, has followed them, but this hound isn't angry anymore. It acts like a friendly dog. Nettles stops everyone from shooting it, saying it could be useful. Casey tries talking to the hound, but before she gets anywhere, Traeger arrives in a helicopter. She throws something for the hound to chase so it can hide. Traeger comes out and demands to know where the wrist device is. Quinn and Casey refuse to talk, so the agents punch Quinn while Traeger questions Casey. He explains what he believes. Predators know humans are destroying Earth and don't have many years left, so predators are taking the best DNA from humans before we go extinct. Back at Emily's house, government agents search every room looking for the Predator gear. Suddenly, the bigger Predator breaks in. It kills all the agents in seconds. Emily hides quietly as the Predator searches Rory's room. It sees a map on the desk that shows the location of a Predator ship. That map is drawn by Rory. The agent guarding Rory notices this and sends the info to Traeger. Immediately, Traeger takes Rory into the helicopter and leaves. He tells his men to kill Quinn and Casey. Quinn easily beats two agents with his military skills. Another agent almost kills Casey, but the friendly hound shows up and spits out a grenade. Casey uses the moment to hit the agent with a chair. Then she jumps out of the way before the grenade explodes. The team reunites outside. They wonder how to escape. Then a helicopter appears. Their remaining teammates stole it and came back for them. Soon they reach the location of the second Predator ship. Traeger forces Rory to unlock the door and they enter the ship. Traeger orders his men to take everything inside. Suddenly, one agent is thrown to the floor. Quinn has been following them while using the invisibility device from the swallowed metal ball. Quinn catches Traeger and drags him outside. Meanwhile, Quinn's team is fighting Traeger's men around the ship, pushing them back. Suddenly, one of Quinn's teammates is attacked and badly injured by the bigger Predator. Before dying, he fires a flare into the sky. The bright light distracts Traeger long enough for him to punch Quinn and run. A shootout starts between both groups. Quinn pulls Rory behind cover and gives him the invisibility device so he can stay hidden. The Predator arrives and starts killing Traeger's men instantly. Then the Predator enters the ship and activates the speakers. A loud sound hits everyone's ears, and then the Predator's voice starts translating. It says it came to destroy the ship so no one can use its technology. When the message ends, the Predator sets a timer to blow up the ship. Quinn and Traeger stop fighting for a moment because they now have a common enemy. Both Quinn's team and Traeger's agents run into the forest to hide as the Predator leaves the ship. A few seconds later, the ship explodes behind them. Suddenly, they hear a strange noise. A Predator weapon flies out of the trees and slices off an agent's arm. Both groups move back as they fire at the Predator, but nothing works. Two of Quinn's friends decide to act as bait. The Predator jumps in and attacks everyone, killing soldiers left and right. It attacks the two friends who are acting as bait. They're badly injured and realize they won't live, so they shoot each other to avoid the pain. The Predator returns and grabs Rory. The Predator drags Rory toward its ship. Quinn runs after them as fast as he can. Rory drops the small metal ball during the struggle. The Predator takes Rory inside the ship and begins lifting off. Quinn and his other teammates jump onto the top of the ship as it rises. Inside the ship, Rory sees the Predator activating the force field, a deadly energy shield that slices anything it touches. Quinn dodges it just in time. Nebraska ends up on the outside of the force field, unable to get inside. Nettles gets caught and loses his legs before falling to his death. Nebraska realizes he has one chance to help Quinn and Rory, so he sacrifices himself by jumping into the ship's turbine. The engine breaks and the ship starts spiraling down. Quinn uses the force field to protect himself as he slips inside the ship. The damaged ship crashes hard into the ground. Quinn crawls out, but the Predator follows him. The two begin fighting. Quinn tries everything he can, but he's not strong enough to beat the Predator in hand-to-hand combat. Just when the Predator lifts its blade to kill Quinn, Casey suddenly appears. She jumps on its back and fires straight into its head. Quinn pushes the Predator toward the force field generator. Rory activates the shield at the right moment. The Predator's arm gets sliced off instantly. Quinn shoots again and finally kills the Predator with several shots to the head. Quinn looks at his fallen teammates and takes something from each of them as a way to honor them. He and Rory stand together for a moment to remember their friends. They just met yesterday and they sacrificed their lives for him. Sometime later, Quinn visits a new government facility. They're preparing for future alien attacks using everything Rory decoded from the Predator tech. The scientists finally open the mysterious item the first Predator stole. Inside is a special suit called the Predator Killer. The suit attaches itself to a scientist-like armor with weapons forming around his body. It looks deadly, but after a moment, the suit turns off and returns to its pod. Quinn looks at it and says, "That's my new suit."